Right. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to this live stream. Hopefully, I'm live on Facebook page and the LinkedIn page as well. So I just wanted to do this quick live video just to share a little bit about my own personal story, how I got started in contracting, and the two life-changing events that really kick-started my journey as a contractor. And I share those so that you can hopefully avoid making some of those same mistakes that I made. So I've been contracting for about 26 years now. And so where did it all start? Well, I started off like most people with a perm role. I was working in London, employed by a company, big American company. And I was living with a few flatmates, and one of the guys I was living with was actually an Oracle DBA contractor. So he was a contractor already. And he kept saying to me, Dave, why don't you go contracting? And I just had that mindset thing of A, I wasn't good enough. B, I needed more skills. C, I needed more experience. And also I didn't really truly believe it was something that I could do or do yet. And I just knew I wasn't good enough at the time. I thought I wasn't good enough at the time. And, I remember vividly that working for this big company, I did a stint of work where I was working like 14-hour days, really, really working hard. And I did that because, because I wanted to do a good job, of course. But my boss said to me that if we get over the deadline of this piece of work, then he would reward me with a bonus for all the hard work that I was doing. And this was even more poignant for me because my dad was terminally ill at the time. So it was quite a big thing. It was quite a not a very nice time in my life, and I'm busting my butt for this company doing all this extra work. But of course, I knew I was going to get rewarded with this bonus. Well, I did all the work, of course, and it just turned out that my boss was lying to me. So basically, he just denied the conversation ever existed and denied that he was ever going to pay me this bonus. And, this is all knowing that my dad was terminally ill at the time and I wanted to be visiting my dad. And I just had the first of these light bulb moments where I just believe, I just learned to believe that companies don't really care about you. Some companies might, of course, but this company did not care. This boss did not care about me. So I left that company and went to work for my second perm role, again in London. Fantastic company, really good, great people, great work. But I worked there for a couple of years and, they were hiring people that were on more money than me, which is fair enough. I understand that. But I was sometimes training some of those people up. So I asked for a pay rise, as you might, want to do as well in that situation. So I asked for a pay rise and was told, no, you'll probably get a pay rise in a couple of years. All the pay rises will sort itself out in a couple of years' time. And I was thinking, a couple of years' time, I want it to happen now. I want a pay rise now, please. And I also knew that the company, because it was a consultancy company, they were hiring me out at something like £800 a day. So I knew there was a real mismatch from me on my sort of 27 grand salary to them hiring me out at £800 a day. And yet they still wouldn't give me a pay rise, not even, nothing at all. So it just sort of, made me think again that companies don't really care for me. And then my dad passed away. So that was obviously an awful time, but I just had that second light bulb moment in my life. And it sounds like a cliche, but I literally thought, life is too short and you've got to make things happen and you've got to take action in life. And I'd go home again and there's Pete, the Oracle DBA contractor. And, I finally just had that, that impetus to go and apply for a contract role. And I got my first contract. Now, my first contract was £260 a day. I was well happy with that because I was still doubling my money from when I was a permie. So £260 a day for my first contract. 3 months later, I was on my next contract, and that was £400 a day. 6 months later, it was £500 a day. And since then, I've done contracts of the value of £650 a day, £750 a day, and even the odd one, short-term contract at £1,000 a day. And I've done these contracts, all over the UK, across the whole of Europe, and places further afield like Singapore, Hong Kong. And I've even done 2 separate trips to Australia and worked there as a freelance contractor as well. So nowadays, my mission is really to help more people get into contracting, because I think it's a fantastic lifestyle, fantastic career for lots of people. And I also help contractors as well become more confident contractors. That's my mission. And I run 2 social media groups, one on Facebook, one on LinkedIn. Some of you may be in those groups already. Fantastic. But by all means, join the IT Contracting Academy groups if you're not in them already. And, I do things like CV reviews, LinkedIn reviews, tag people for roles. We share roles. I also have a video library, a video course for getting people into contracting if they're permies already. And I do one-to-one coaching calls as well to help and support people. And recently, I was chosen to be a finalist in the Contracting Awards 2023 in the Best Contractor Product or Service category. So absolutely, massively proud and grateful for that. So fantastic news. So anyway, I hope that is useful. That's a little bit about my background story, about my journey as an IT contractor. If you want to get in touch with me, then join the IT Contracting Academy groups on Facebook or LinkedIn, or both, or just connect to me, David Gerrish, on LinkedIn, drop me a DM, and reach out, of course, if you'd like a free one-to-one clarity call, or if you just want support in any area at all. If I can help you, I will. Okay. I wish you all the best. Speak soon. Cheers. Bye.